time to go to work.
Morning, David. How was the commute?
Terrible. I've been on a commute this morning, coming to work. We are going to talk about La Mare, a new project. This is the weather forecast for today. As you can see, Miami is 81 degrees and sunny. And what better place to enjoy January in Miami than coming to beautiful new project, La Mare. I'm here with Eric Schneider, and we're going to go through this project, and we're actually going to just not talk about the project, we're going to expand on the economics of the market and people moving here and why this project is being developed and how it kind of encapsulates a certain lifestyle which is being embraced by the country as people migrate and move to Miami, and what they're looking for and why they're looking for it. So, without further ado, this is La Mare. Tell us a little bit about the project. Give me the elevator pitch.
La Mare is very unique, that it's in Bay Harbor Islands. Incredible kind of hidden gem that nobody's really talked about. I've been living here for 20 years, driven through it hundreds of times and never thought twice to look around. But now people are realizing the potential because we're surrounded by the most beautiful water, as you know. So we have two properties right now, and the first is the Regency Collection that's comprised of 33 residences. And what makes us unique and different from all of the other new construction that's going on the island is that we are primarily large residences. So all of our waterfront properties are in excess of 3,750 square feet. We have 3-bedroom plus dens, 4 bedrooms over 4,300 square feet. Size is not typical for what you find in new construction these days. We are really trying to create this vertical living situation where you have homes in a luxury high-end building. Our finishes are top-notch, branded Poliform kitchens, Antonio Lupi fixtures and finishes in the bathrooms, just things that you don't find in most new construction buildings. That's the Regency Collection, and then in the Signature Collection we have just a total of 9 residences. Both buildings are done by Kobi Karp. These 9 residences are all water facing, starting at about 3 million, going up to 7 million. So we have a nice variety of residence types that are all very large sizes.
And we'll put this into perspective, because my job is to give people that kind of subjective market information of how something like this fits in the grand scheme of new condo construction in Miami. I'm going to start off the reflection on what we call the vertical living experience. And in my experience and my awareness, there's a lot of variables that come into why we're seeing families choose to have big units. One of the first points I'm going to make is, like, around the neighborhood, there's a lot of homes that are $15, $20 million plus. The older homes, insurance is going up, it's more expensive. So maintaining these homes is always more money because a house is more to look after, and a lot of the buyers coming down are aware that getting into a home, as nice as it is, maybe will be a lot of work. But on top of that, there's an insurance factor. Now, the insurance premiums on older homes and homes generally on the water is much higher than it was because Citizen have raised the premiums. Again, you can go back, and if you haven't followed us, follow the podcast Better Decisions. We have this kind of conversation, and we did cover the insurance conversation and the realities of insurance premiums. And we also have written extensive articles. See below for the most recent article where we talk about how insurance is changing in South Florida. Now, this project itself, when we look at this island as a whole, people are coming down and they're moving. I think it's fair to say a lot of the buyers who are looking at this product are relocating families who maybe don't spend all year here, but they're going to spend a good portion of time down here in Miami. And as people come down with a kind of a subjective view of where do I want to be, they're not discriminating from one area to another. There's been this emergence of, call it island living in an area where you get great views. Buildings are going up everywhere, so if you want unobstructed views, you've got to be directly on the water, and that comes at a pretty strong premium. The island condos right now, off the top of my head, I'll tell you right now, the buildings that really are selling pre-construction are selling well. Vita in Coconut Grove, and the new Mandarin project, which is on Brickell Quay. These, again, are selling really well because they have these incredible views. And much like that, Mare is a similar profile, large unit. Now, when we look at the variables, we've got a unit on the 8th floor.
Correct.
That is taking it through 10-foot ceilings, which is really good height. And then square footage wise, we're talking
3,750 square feet.
Which is really kind of a house size. That's 3 bedrooms plus a den. And that is coming in, I think we've got that in the market.
6.8 million.
Yeah, just under $7 million. Now, I'll put that into perspective. Once you go into other markets, if you go to the beach and you want new construction, you will pay about $4,000 a square foot or more. Okay, that's a lifestyle choice. If you want to be on the sand, directly on the sand, that's what you're going to pay. Now, we have the beach very close to us. We have water all around us. So if you want the kind of the vacation feel, you'll still get it here. The difference is that what we're talking about is a product that if you do the math, we're talking about $2,000 a square foot here.
Just shy of that.
Actually, just under $2,000 a square foot, which is now comparable to what you'll pay in Brickell. You will not get that in other markets. Coconut Grove, fantastic neighborhood, very primary. And actually, I draw a lot of similarities to the Grove. I'm a Grovite, have been for many, many years. But what I'm curious and noticing and seeing, which is the emergence of what we've had in the Grove, is a growth of a real neighborhood. The whole area is really moving forward. And funnily enough about Bay Harbor Island that I didn't know, it has a real sense of community. Now across the water you've got Bar Harbor, which doesn't have as much of a community. I mean, you've got shops, you've got the Bar Harbor Mall, but you can't call that a community. And then obviously you've got Surfside. But like I said, the dollar per square foot in that neighborhood is at least double what you'll pay here. The nice thing is this is on the, I guess, that east side of the island, so it's closer, it's walking distance, it's biking distance, scooter distance if you want to go into the Bar Harbor Shops area. But the product itself is really a boutique level condo product delivering primary residence for ideal relocating families, couples who want a grand home in the sky without the home costs, because their home costs are going to exponentially go up. HOA fees, you can probably anticipate over time they may be around $1.50. It doesn't have wasted services and costs. This is very, very boutique. Yeah. Just 33 units in the project. Yes, you have a pool. You'll have concierge?
Absolutely, 24-hour concierge.
Come in, park yourself, but treat it like you've got a house. Treat it like it's your home, right on the water, without the home price tag.
One thing we can't forget is the boat slips. Something that you can't get on the beach. Very hard to find, to have a boat slip right in front of your residence and to be able to walk out, get on your boat and be on the ocean in less than 5 minutes. It's unheard of anywhere in Miami. This is something that people are being drawn to here. Even if you don't have a waterfront property, there's no place to park your boat anywhere in Miami Beach. Yeah. The wait lists are forever. So this is something very special and unique, and we can never forget about it.
Talk us about these boat slips. So given the fact that there are boat slips here, how is that working in conjunction with the project? Is it you can buy one, you rent one, and how big are they?
Yeah, so we have a total of 13 boat slips that will be for sale. One will be communal for pickup and drop off. We've reserved the boat slips for the east-facing residences, so the 3-bedroom plus dens and the 4 bedrooms. They will only be for sale for these east-facing residences, and they will be privately owned and deeded, and they're for boats for up to 50 feet in length.
And so boat slips,
rooftop pool, outdoor kitchen, bar.
And these pools over here, these are in association with what, the other penthouses?
Those are the penthouses, yeah.
Okay, so 33 units, penthouses. What are the penthouses?
Have been sold.
The penthouses have been sold. Unsurprisingly, I mean, again, premier units, but suffice to say, the next unit down from the penthouse, again, 10-foot ceilings,
correct,
is our unit right here on the 8th floor. So if you want information on that, give me a call.
With the penthouses being sold, we do have something very unique and special. On the 2nd floor, it's the same size as the penthouse, actually slightly larger at 4,650 square feet. We have 2 bay villas, one on the north side and one on the south side. This is like a townhouse. You can come outside, you have a private lanai area with a private pool and outdoor kitchen. I mean, where else have you seen that? It just doesn't really exist.
You're going to want to be outside, you're going to want to be enjoying the terrace and enjoying these absolutely incredible views. These terrace sizes here, how much space have you got out here?
Several hundred square feet. The terraces, obviously, they stagger, so you have some that are 12 feet deep, some that are 5 feet deep. Around the side, it's more of a Juliet balcony so that you can go and get some fresh air from the side of the residences. But in the front, on the east side, you're going to have in excess of 12 to 15 feet at some places. Units, again, Eric, thank you, are going to range from $3 million up to around $7 million. 33 units, boat slips, pool, manageable HOAs, a thriving neighborhood which is exploding. At 50% of the price of what you'll pay if you are in Bal Harbour, with just the most beautiful water around you. And again, this is one of the reasons why I came to commute here this morning, because who doesn't want to be out here the way it is right now? It's absolutely gorgeous. And this you don't see everywhere. The clarity of the water out here is superb. And there's a reason why you'll see boaters around all the time in these waters, because they are just crystal clear. So, Eric, thank you for this. Great seeing you.
As always, we try to give comparable information. Our market statistics, we're going to flash up some of the numbers on the screen so you can see where the prices are coming in. Again, it changes depending on how it goes and when you're watching this video. And please look below for the full article on the project. I want to finish off, as we always say, we are independent analysts. We run a Rob Report style system where we independently review every new construction project in South Florida that we like. We recently did our article, The Ugly Truth, which again we expose and we look at the realities of new construction in South Florida. If we don't review it, we probably don't like it. That's all I have to say on that. So give us a call, thanks for watching, and stay tuned very soon for another David Siddons Group video on new construction.
It's really hard work.